There are moments in life when success becomes so loud that we forget to listen to our own hearts. I had achieved many things, carried important responsibilities, traveled through different cities, and spent countless days surrounded by people. Yet, whenever the noise disappeared, one thought always remained with me, you. The day I decided to travel from Dubai to America, I realized that I was not simply taking a flight. I was taking a step toward a feeling I had protected inside my heart for years. My passport was ready. My luggage was packed. The boarding pass was in my hand. But most important thing I carried could not be seen. It was hope. Before leaving, I quietly prayed, my Allah, if this feeling is sincere and good for both of us, make the path easy and guide our hearts toward what is right. At the airport, thousands of people were moving in different directions. Some were excited about new beginnings. Others were saying difficult goodbyes. Everyone seemed to have a destination, but my destination was more personal. I was going toward someone who had remained close to my heart despite being far away from my life. For a long time, I believed that being busy could make the past disappear. I filled my days with work, meetings, responsibilities, and travel. I met many people and visited beautiful places, but none of them could change what my heart remembered. Distance can separate two people physically, but it cannot always erase what is genuine. As I walked toward the boarding gate, I thought about all the things I had never said. Perhaps I had spent too many years protecting my feelings instead of expressing them. That day, I made a promise to myself. When the right moment came, I would speak honestly, not with pride, not with anger, not with complicated explanations, just with the truth. When I entered the aircraft, I placed my bag above my seat and looked through the window. Dubai was glowing beneath the night sky. The city had given me memories, lessons, opportunities, and responsibilities. I looked at its lights and silently thanked Allah for every experience that had shaped me. The aircraft began moving toward the runway. My heart was calm yet full of emotion. I thought about something important. Sometimes life takes us away from what we love so we can understand its value. Distance can teach lessons that closeness sometimes hides. As the aircraft rose into the sky, the lights of Dubai slowly became smaller. I watched until they disappeared beneath the clouds. Then I closed my eyes for the first time. I understood that this journey was not only about crossing an ocean, it was about crossing the fear inside me. Years of waiting had taught me patience. Difficult moments had taught me strength. Silence had taught me the importance of honesty, and prayer had taught me that not everything needs to happen according to our timetable. Hours passed. Most passengers became quiet. Some slept, some watched movies, and others read. I remained awake, thinking about the person waiting somewhere across the ocean. I wondered what would happen when we finally met. Would there be a smile? Would there be tears? Would there be silence? Would the years between us disappear in one moment? I had no answer, but I had stopped demanding certainty from life. I had learned that sometimes faith means taking the next step without knowing exactly what waits ahead. I reached into my jacket and touched a small envelope. Inside was a letter I had written before leaving Dubai. It contained no promises of wealth or perfection, only honesty. I had written that if I had arrived late in your life, it was never because I had forgotten you. Life had taken me through lessons I needed to learn before I could understand what truly mattered. I did not know whether I would give you that letter, but writing it had already given my heart peace. During the flight, I looked outside again. Above the clouds, everything appeared peaceful. The world below seemed distant and quiet. I thought about how often people measure love by messages, gifts, photographs, or beautiful words. But real love is tested by time. It is tested by patience. It is tested when there is no immediate reward. It is tested when two people have every reason to give up, but still choose respect, prayer, and hope. That was the lesson I carried with me. Eventually, the first light of morning appeared beyond the clouds. The darkness slowly changed into gold. I smiled. Every sunrise carries a simple message. Yesterday has ended, and another opportunity has arrived. The captain announced that we were getting closer to America. My heart began beating faster. The destination was finally approaching. I realized that I had spent years waiting for a particular moment, but perhaps the real gift was everything I had learned while waiting. Patience had made me calmer. Failure had made me stronger. Distance had made me appreciate closeness. Distance had made me appreciate closeness. And prayer had taught me to accept that the best outcome is not always the one we imagine, but the one Allah chooses for us. When the aircraft entered American airspace, I looked through the window and quietly smiled. I whispered, I am finally here. Soon the aircraft landed. Passengers collected their belongings and moved toward the exit. I carried my small bag and the letter that had traveled thousands of miles with me. Inside the arrival hall, everything was busy. People were meeting relatives, searching for taxis, checking phones, and rushing toward their next destination. I walked slowly. For everyone else, it was simply another airport. For me, it was the beginning of an answer I had waited years to receive. After completing the formalities, I stepped outside. The air felt different. I took a deep breath and smiled because somewhere in this country was the person I had carried in my heart for so long. A car took me through the city. Buildings passed by the window. Streets were busy. People were beginning their day. The driver noticed my nervous expression and asked, um, "Are you visiting for the first time?" I smiled. Yes, but I am not here only to see a place. I am here to see someone. He smiled and said, "Then I hope your journey gives you the answer you are looking for." His simple words stayed with me. As the car came closer to the address, my heartbeat became stronger. I looked at the envelope. Then I whispered, "After all these years, I am here." When the door finally opened, time seemed to slow down. There, you for a few seconds, neither of us spoke. All the conversations I had imagined suddenly disappeared. There was only your face, your eyes, and the silence between us. Then you smiled. My heart felt lighter than it had in years. I finally said, "Do you know what this journey taught you?" Looked at me quietly. I continued. I thought I was traveling across the world to find you, but somewhere along the way, I found a better version of myself. You held my hand. Your eyes became filled with tears. You said, "I always hoped this day would come." I smiled and answered, "Hope kept us connected. When distance tried to convince us that everything was over, I placed the letter in your hands. You opened it slowly. You read every word. Then you held it against your heart. No dramatic speech was needed. Your smile was enough. That moment taught me something I will never forget. A meaningful life is not measured only by uh, money, recognition, success, or status. Real success is having peace in your heart. Real success is becoming a better person because of the people and experiences Allah placed in your life. Real love is not about possessing someone. It is about respecting them, protecting their peace, being truthful with them, and wishing goodness for them even during difficult times. If you are waiting for someone today, do not let waiting destroy your life. Continue improving yourself, work honestly, protect your dignity, keep your heart kind, pray sincerely, and remember that patience does not mean doing nothing. Patience means continuing to become better while trusting the timing of Allah. Sometimes a door closes because another path is being prepared. Sometimes a delay protects us from uh, something we cannot see. Sometimes distance is not the end of a relationship. It is the lesson that teaches two people what truly matters. That evening, as we stood together, watching the sky change colors, I realized that the flight had never been the greatest part of my journey. The greatest journey had happened inside my heart. I had learned to replace fear with courage, anger with understanding, impatience with patience, and silence with honesty. I looked at you and said, if life ever separates us again, I will never allow pride or silence to speak for my heart. I will choose honesty. You smiled and held my hand. The years of uncertainty had finally become a memory. The ocean that once seemed impossibly wide was now behind us, and the future, once frightening, suddenly felt peaceful. I learned that sincere love does not demand perfection. It asks for honesty, patience, respect, forgiveness, and effort. So, if someone you love is still far away, do not lose yourself while waiting for them. Build your life, strengthen your character, keep your faith alive. Let your actions become better than your promises. And if Allah has written a beautiful reunion for you, no distance will be able to prevent it when its rightful time arrives. As the night settled over the city, I looked at you one more time and smiled. I quietly said, the journey was long, but every step taught me something. I crossed thousands of miles, but the greatest distance was the one between fear and courage. Today I finally crossed it, and in that peaceful moment, I understood the deepest lesson of all. Sometimes Allah does not shorten the road, He strengthens us enough to walk it. Sometimes the answer